We've all heard the saying, practice makes perfect, and that goes for a lot of things, including sports. And that's why I'm excited to be talking to you today about this multi-sport rebounder. It was sent to me by the company so I could do an honest review. I first started buying rebounders or throwback nets, whatever you want to call them, for my kids years ago when they began playing youth baseball. And since that time, I've spent many seasons as an assistant or a head coach and had the chance to see a lot of different rebounders. And unfortunately, most of the time, they don't live up to our expectations. So I'm excited to see how this one holds up. But first, let's take a look at what's in the box. So this is everything that comes in the package, and all the parts come individually wrapped like this one, and they all have a label on them so you can sort them by letter. And you also see that it comes with a nice storage bag for when you take it apart and you're not using it in the off season. So let's start putting this together and see what we've got. So it probably took me 2 or 3 minutes to sort the pieces and lay them out for the basic shape of the rebounder. And so I'll start assembling that. So all of the pieces come with these little buttons and holes, so they snap right together and they fit securely once you have them in place. So it probably took me another 2 or 3 minutes to get this basic square put together. And depending on how fast you are at assembling them, you might be able to do it even faster than I did. Laying out and assembling these legs or bottom support, whatever you want to call it, took another 2 or 3 minutes as well. All of the little parts and fasteners come in a nice Ziploc package, so it really helps keep things together, especially during assembly or afterwards if you take it apart when you're not using it in the off season. When attaching the legs, I found that it was easy enough to get the first side over here attached when it was on the ground. But in order to get everything to fit, you need to raise it up to attach the second one. It's just things get too tight to do it any other way. And so and yes, it probably looks a little awkward right now, but that's because I need to get the braces going across here on there. But anyway, it's starting to take shape. The one bit of advice I would have when attaching these side supports is to install them with these notches facing up, and then this little tightener facing the outside of the rebounder. So once they're attached, changing the positioning of the rebounder is as easy as just pushing up and then sliding it to whatever position you want. And then obviously you need to do that on each side. Now it's time to install the netting for the rebounder. As you can see, I have the netting here. It's very, very strong. It looks sturdier than what I expected it to be. I have the connectors, and then I have the cloth tape that I can put inside the netting to give a target. And this cloth tape looks to be made of nylon, so hopefully it will hold up pretty well over time. One of the great things about this model when you're installing the net is that it is 4x4, so you can't orient the net the wrong way when you're installing it. If you do need something that's bigger than 4x4, I know that the company has a larger model as well. Attaching the net and the tape didn't really take very long, maybe between 5 and 10 minutes. Most of that time is spent trying to get everything just right. But one thing about the tape that I really appreciate is that there is Velcro on both ends of the tape, so it really helps to keep it in place, and hopefully it will help to make it last longer. Hey guys, I'm Dan, and welcome to Dan's Review Lab. I test all kinds of products, so you don't have to. If you find something interesting in this video, check the description for my affiliate link. This means that I will earn a small commission if you buy something. It won't cost you anything extra, but it helps support the channel so I can keep bringing you honest reviews. I certainly appreciate it, and now let's get back to the review. So now we're going to use this rebounder or throwback, whatever you prefer to call it, and to begin, we have it set up in its most upright position. And with a baseball or softball, what you're hoping for is that it will return the ball to you low and you can practice fielding grounders. So let's try it out and see how it goes. And you can see it's coming in low, but I'm probably standing too close. And as you back up, that's when you're going to have a chance to practice these grounders. I know you can't see it, but so again, the key is to back up, and that will allow you to have the ball hit the ground and you can practice fielding those grounders. For this second attempt, we have it set at position number 3 out of 6. And so when the ball returns back to us, it should be more like we're playing catch as opposed to fielding a grounder. So let's see how it works. So on this third attempt at using it, we have it set all the way back to the 6th position where it's in the most reclined position. And now ideally it should, if we hit the target, pop it up to us. So let's see how that goes. And it's as simple as that to use. And let me let you in on a little secret. This rebounder comes with these anchors included, and I haven't been using them on any of our demonstrations. And that tells us just how sturdily this thing is built so it can stay in place. Now, obviously, if I threw it as hard as I could, or if I switched to a different sport, I'm probably going to need to use these. But in a lot of situations, it will be fine without. In the end, I'm really happy with this rebounder. And with its 6 adjustable settings that you can quickly switch between, it really allows you to focus on whatever part of your game that you want to work on. So if your kids want to practice their sport and you're unavailable and they don't have a sibling or a friend nearby who can play with them, they can still practice with this rebounder. I fully endorse this product. I hope this video was helpful.